welcome to the 2023 Boyertown Area Progress Dinner. No, I am not Greg Herb. Sorry, he could not be with us this evening. I'm Eileen Doutrick. I'm president of the TriCounty Area Chamber of Commerce, and on behalf of our board of directors and our staff, I'd like to thank you for your participation this evening and your investment in our organization and the community. I'd like to welcome to the podium Lisa Lightcap with Tompkins. She is also treasurer of the TriCounty Area Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors with some special recognition.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming this evening. It's good to see all of you. We'd like to thank our sponsors for their support of this event and of the support that they give to the Tri-County Area Chamber of Commerce. The Platinum sponsors, Community Health and Dental Care, and this is a little awkward, but my Tompkins team, thank you so much. Gold sponsors, Bodie Borneman Companies and Diamond Credit Union. Silver sponsors, Bally Block Company, Fleetwood Bank, Global Advanced Metals, Herb Real Estate Incorporated, JL Architects, Marathon Capital Advisors, and Superior Credit Union. If we could give them a round of applause. Now I would like to give special thanks on behalf of the Chamber to La Meserera. I always mispronounce that, and its staff for a beautiful venue and the meal that we're going to be having. Thank you to Bill Chikarsky and the telecommunications students of the Boyertown Area School District. Thank you to Krista Gallagher, Boyertown Area Senior High Flute Choir Director and the Flute Choir. And thank you to the Boyertown Area Progress Dinner Committee, which consists of Carol Beadencup of Bally Block Company, Greg Herb of Herb Real Estate Inc., Wendy Moyer-Drebick of Moyer-Drebick and Associates, Tracy O'Connor of Brakeman's Cafe, Mary Beth Torchio of the Boyertown Area School District, and Deb Dell of Pottstown Hospital Tower Health. And thank you to our wonderful chamber staff for putting this all together. And thank you to all of you for being here this evening. So please enjoy your dinner and socializing with the people around you.
As we get ready to present the 2023 James K. Boyer Quality of Life Award, I'd like to ask everyone to join me and participate with me in a moment of silence in honor and in memory of Mary Ann Deary, the 2014 recipient of this award. Thank you. This year's recipient has a passion for our Boyertown community. I've been at many Boyertown events over the years, and I believe almost all that I have attended, our recipient was there as well. It's my pleasure to recognize as the recipient of the 2023 James K. Boyer Quality of Life Award, Berks County Commissioner Christian Llombach. You may not remember this, but I found a clip from the County Connection show that Christian filmed on BC TV a number of years ago. He stated, and I quote, "I am a little bit biased, you might guess, since I am picking the first community. I picked a community that I believe is very special." He was referring to Boyertown, which many of us also know as being known as a special kind of place. I decided to do a little This Is Your Life regarding Christian's impact in our community. Christian's been a connection that I have had for as long as I can remember in my Tri-County Chamber career. We've appreciated his support of our organization, his complimentary remarks about our organization, and I have truly appreciated the professional relationship and friendship that I have created with Christian, and look forward to working together and continuing to support each other in the future as we have successfully done in the past. In our video from last year's event, our 2022 James K. Boyer Quality of Life Award winners from the Medicine Shop touched on how connecting with Christian assisted them in going full force in vaccinating our Boyertown community. I spoke with Frank Deary of Boyertown Borough Council, and he shared that Christian has come to our community more than any other commissioner and is always sharing information and assisting with grant opportunities and/or anything else that could benefit Boyertown. One particular project where Christian and his fellow Berks County commissioners supported the Boyertown community was in the borough's negotiations with the Delaware Valley Solid Waste Authority. He supported the borough in being compensated for the extra wear and tear that the extension of the landfill's use would put on the borough streets. The borough was able to settle and will be receiving $75,000 per year over a 10-year period for traffic improvements. Nathaniel Guest, Esquire, shared with me that through Christian Llombach's tireless work and service to Berks County, Boyertown has become a stronger and better place to live. During a time when our nation, our county, and our community have had to deal with economic and social upheaval and deepening political divides, he has created jobs, a plan for inclusive economic growth, and built bridges between rivals. He's uniquely able to do this because even in our often graceless age, he leads with humility, compassion, and integrity. He does the right thing for our community even when that choice is not politically expedient. Christian's a role model for what we should seek, not in a public servant, but in a good human being. Boyertown is blessed to have Christian Llombach at the helm. I know there are plenty of other stories that I could share from 2007 when Christian was first elected commissioner to today, but we do have the rest of our program to get to. To reiterate Nathaniel's point, I think Boyertown is blessed to have Christian in our corner. Please join me in recognizing and congratulating our 2023 James K. Boyer Quality of Life Award winner, Berks County Commissioner Christian Llombach. This award says Outstanding Leadership. My glasses are for distance. Awarded to Christian Llombach for providing thoughtful guidance and inspiring excellence. Thank you for leading with honor, commitment, and integrity. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I got the call from Eileen, I think 4 weeks ago or something. I had no idea, and I probably wasn't the most eloquent response, but I remember what I said. I said, why me? Boyertown is a special place. I grew up in the TriCounty area, right across the river in East Coventry. I remember as a boy going to Longacre's Dairy. I remember in construction, my dad working with Martin Stone Quarries and Longacre Electric. I remember the first bank I can remember, and I'm not going to offend anybody because they're not here anymore, is National Bank of Boyertown. But as a commissioner, I've held up Boyertown as one of the most amazing communities. You stand together as a community and you make a difference. I appreciate being given credit for helping to create jobs, but politicians don't create jobs. Businesses create jobs. It's my role to try to create an environment that attracts jobs and attracts investment. And I will tell you what I'm most excited about in Boyertown are the people. The rest of the country could learn a lot of lessons from people that have a common goal. And even though they may have different strategies on getting to the goal, they stay focused on the goal and they accomplish great things. In the politically divisive world that we are in, and believe me, at 63 years old, the part that I struggle with the most in my job is the politics. It is ugly. Don't get sucked into it. Don't participate in the ugliness. Be a person that is about solutions. That's how we saved the Colebrookdale Railroad. That's how we have freight running today on the Colebrookdale Railroad, and it's how I believe someday you'll drive from Boyertown to Pottstown to jump on a train that can take you to New York, Philadelphia, or Washington, D.C. Thank you very much. And Eileen, thank you for who you are. I'm a fan of Eileen. I remember the first time when Dale Maley retired, I said, Eileen, are you going to apply? No, I don't think I'm ready. But she was ready the next time. And Eileen is a rock star when it comes to directors of chambers. You're awesome.
Thank you very much, Christian. As we have heard about Christian's passion for Boyertown, we also thought it would be a nice night to show a video compiled by the Telecommunications Department to highlight the commitment that graduates have had to the Boyertown School District.
Boyertown is so special because of the community. Boyertown covers a huge area and the people are just so eclectic and so different that it's just a great place to be.
I traveled all around the world. I lived in Korea and Japan and Las Vegas, and for some reason my heart always comes back here. I think it's just a unique little town and I love where I'm at.
This sense of tradition here at Boyertown of the music program since the 1970s, traveling to Europe and being in these great bands, it's snowballed into what the music program is today. You know, it's always been good, but it just keeps getting better and better and better, and the kids want to live up to that tradition.
I had so many great teachers that influenced me to become the teacher that I am, and I just wanted to add back to our community.
I love the small town feel of Boyertown. I love the character that we have here in our athletics and in our student body, and it's just something that I'm proud of.
Just the students and the faculty, the staff and everything, love working with them. I actually started working for the school district when I was in 8th grade, and when I graduated, they hired me full-time. Never left school.
I work with some really incredibly passionate and professional individuals who are always putting children's interests first.
The main reason that I came to Boyertown was coming home. I wanted to be here, I wanted to be in Boyertown, and this was always number one on my list. There was no number two.
I think it is an amazing community. We have people that no matter what will come out for a good cause and work together.
It's fun to teach at the school that I went to because I feel like I'm impacting the next generation of kids that were exactly like me growing up. I just think it feels like home.
We care about everybody, and you just feel like you're part of a community here. And we're a big school district, but it just, everybody looks out for everyone, and I feel like I'm a part of a team.
It's awesome to be here and be able to actually teach what I love in the place that I love.
You know, with technology and the ever-changing world, so many things are different, but I guess our core values have stayed the same in an attempt to enable everyone to be successful, and I like being a part of that mission.
I remember having excellent teachers that cared about me, and I felt that as a student. They wanted me to be successful, and I think students have that here too, and I hope that as a teacher I'm communicating that to my students also.
I always loved my own experiences as a student in the district, and it was kind of a dream of mine from the time that I was an education major in college that I wanted to come back to Boyertown at some point in my career. So when the opportunity opened up, I jumped at it.
The people, the students, the teachers, the families, the community that feel that we are all here to work together and support one another is what keeps me going.
I feel like even though it's such a big district and it's so wide and broad and there's so many schools, it really does feel like a family, and you really feel like you're connected even to those in other schools.
I love the fact that the kids I get to work with are also from this area, so we share something in common. Love being home.
I think what makes Boyertown special is everyone works together, everyone's passionate about what they do, and we have a great time doing it.
I have a very good relationship with the staff and the students. I love what I do.
Well, my husband teaches in the district too, and our kids go to Boyertown. We're big about the community, and just seeing the students out and about in the community is neat, and just knowing so many people.
We do really have, I think, some of the most qualified and caring teachers in all of Berks County, if not Pennsylvania.
You know, I was born here, my husband was born here, and it was really important for us to stay here and raise our kids here, and it just feels like small town home.
So we are grateful for the employees of the district, and many of those faces in that video I know quite fondly. But as I look around the room, every year, there are a number of us that have also graduated and are still here doing business and supporting this community. So, Eileen Bernhard Doutrick, class of 1989.
All right.
Thank you. So, don't worry, we didn't go and find the high school pictures of all of you. I just put myself out there. But what we would like to do is recognize all of you. So at this time, if I could ask anyone that is a graduate of Boyertown School District to please stand. And I don't need to call you out, I know who you are. So now, don't sit down, don't sit down. Just like those teachers recognizing themselves, I want the people in this room to know who all of you are. So Barb, if you want to kick us off, your name, your company, and the year you graduated, if you're willing to share.
Hey, Barbara Akins, Akins Accounting, CPA, and 1987.
Jack Lignelli, class of 1964. I'm a retired oral surgeon.
Oh, wow.
Practiced at Pottstown Hospital.
Taryn Hardens, I worked at the Boyertown Area MultiService as a receptionist, and I graduated in 1999.
Go for it, Jim.
Jim David Heiser, old guy, retired. I'm happy to say that way back in the dark ages, I was one of a number of people who helped to organize this event way long before Bella Vista existed. Thank you.
I don't think I was involved then either.
You graduated, Jim.
In 1973. That's Dr. Lignelli.
Everybody is young.
Go ahead, Tracy.
Tracy Castle Bernard. I graduated in 89, and I'm a professional organizer. My company is called Such an Eat Freak. So, thanks for
Tracy?
I previously worked for Greater Lettering Sign Company, now I work for Boyertown Harbor.
Jeff Raylor, Greater Lettering Sign Company, class of 1987.
Mark Fluharty with Care Hartman and Ricker Insurance Agency, class of 1979.
Go for it, Haley.
Haley Heimbach, work for the Chamber. I'm the class of 2017. Oh my God.
We try not to hold that against her.
Rick Yearoff, class of 1959.
Stephanie Landis, class of 1988, principal of Boyertown Middle School West.
I am Sarah O'Barrow. I am the Director of Teaching and Learning in Boyertown School District and also the class of 1988.
I'm Madison Devlin, graduating class of 2014, current student services worker and returning student of Montgomery County Community College.
I'm Kelly Strunk, class of 1994, and I'm the assistant dean at Montgomery County Community College. Hi, I'm Caitlin Burke. I'm the branch manager of First Colonial Community Bank, and I graduated in 2013.
Hi, I'm Samantha Pearson, class of 2008, and I'm a Building a Better board member.
Jane Peckerwitz-Stahl, class of 65. 1 year younger than Jack. Their fever, I taught high school forever. Their fever, Studio B, all that.
Alan Steffi, I'm retired. I spend my time with Building a Better Boyertown and also with the Friendship Hook and Ladder. I'm the operations manager for that. And 1965 was a long time ago.
I'm Linda Steffi. Rose was my nickname. I'm with them. And I'm retired from teaching at Gilbertsville. And I'm with BDB and on a lot of committees in town. 1966. I'm with these guys.
Frank Geary, I'm a proud graduate of the class of 67, retired, but also proudly serving the borough and borough council for the last 29 years.
Keith Endy, class of 84, and I sit on the borough council with not quite as long.
Tess Melcher, class of 1985, formerly of the nonprofit sector in the community, now with Herb Real Estate.
Kim Fry Welch, I graduated with Eileen in '89. I'm with Herb Real Estate.
Best class ever, just saying.
I'm Laura Haibarushi, class of 2005, and I'm working as the branch manager at Diamond Credit Union right now.
David Ritter, worked for Valley Block Company, class of 79.
We got everybody? That's awesome. I just want everyone to give each other a round of applause again. I think it's a true testament to this community of the people that have grown up here, have come back here, and continue to support it. So thank you so much. And at this time, I am going to welcome Superintendent Mary Beth Torsha to the podium.
I'm feeling like quite the outsider. Class of 1982, not Boyertown, but I am a proud graduate of one of our fine schools in the Berks County area. So, but congratulations, it's really awesome to be amongst all of you, and especially my table having so many Boyertown graduates, and it's truly, truly an honor to be the one in the top seat amongst all of you. So, I would like to share a special thank you and recognition to our Boyertown Area Senior High School students and teachers who have brought their talents to this event. Thank you to Krista Gallagher, Boyertown Area Senior High School Flute Choir Director, and her students. For bringing music to our dinner portion of the evening. Ladies, when I call your name, please stand. Alyssa Tully, Rhiannon Dietrich, Paige Haber, Ashley Sandberg, and again, Mrs. Krista Gallagher. Thank you. Wonderful job. Thank you to Boyertown Area Senior High Telecommunications teacher, Bill Tchaikovsky. Where are you at, Mr. Tchaikovsky? I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce his students for their video production. Elizabeth Frank, where are you? Give a stand up. Evan Lickfuss, Michael McMahon, Evan Eichhoff, Delia Rodenbaugh, Riley Ruyak, and Drake Deal. It is now my honor to bring to you the 2023 Boyertown Area Progress Dinner video, The Wizard of Progress.
Toto, did you ever wish that you could live in a more exciting area? A place with more progress?
Somewhere I know there is progress with color TV. Oh, how I long for progress. Please, someone hear my plea. Somewhere in a town of progress, things are grand. They have iPhone 14 Pros. Oh, take me to that land. Someday I'll make a wish for progress and wake up where my fear and stress are behind me. Where machines wash my dishes and clothes and Google always seems to know that's where you'll find me. Somewhere I know there is progress where SpaceX flies. If jets fly in a land of progress, why then oh why
Toto. And I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Well, you're definitely not in Kansas anymore.
Is that a Swiffer?
Silence! Is that your house that landed on my sister?
Oh my, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
And I guess you didn't mean to steal her ruby slippers either.
I don't know how they got there, and I didn't mean to squash anyone. My house got picked up by a tornado and—
Enough! Just give me back those ruby slippers and I'll be on my way. You have no need for them. Oh, great. Here's Glinda, the Good Witch of the North. What are you doing here?
I'm here to tell you that you have no power here, and to beat it. The shoes belong to Dorothy now.
You may have won this time, Glinda, but I'll be back. And as for you,
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too.
Oh, whatever. Oh, thank you. Can you help me get back to Kansas?
Oh, I do not have the power to do that, my dear. But I know someone who can. You need to see the Wizard of Progress. If anyone can help you, it would be him for sure.
But how will I find the Wizard of Progress?
Simple, my dear. Just follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road?
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road?
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road?
are you deaf? Just follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Progress. We hear he is a wizard of ways, if ever a whiz there was. If ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Progress is one because of the wonderful things he does. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Progress.
Dorothy and Toto continued down that yellow brick road for days and met some friends along the way. First, she met a scarecrow that wished he had a brain.
And my head I'd be scratching while my thoughts are busy hatching if I only had a brain.
So Dorothy decided to bring him along, hoping that the Wizard of Progress could help him get a brain. Next, Dorothy met a tin man that was rusted like a statue. After freeing him with a little WD-40, she found out that he longed for a heart because apparently he didn't have one.
I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boy who shoots his arrows if I only had a heart.
So Dorothy decided to bring him along too, hoping that the wizard could somehow find or make a heart for the Tin Man. Geez, I hope this wizard is also a doctor because these are turning into some lofty requests. And finally, while searching in a spooky forest,
I hope there's no lions.
Or tigers. Or bears.
Oh my, lions.
Tigers. Bears.
Oh my.
they of course met a lion that appeared ferocious at first, but they soon found out that he was no more than a pussycat because he lacked courage.
I could show my prowess, be a lion, not a mouse, if I only had the nerve.
And so, Dorothy brought him along too, figuring that if the wizard could somehow make a brain and a heart and get her home to Kansas, he could surely give the lion some courage. As they traveled together, they were occasionally met by the Wicked Witch of the West.
How about a little bit of fire, Scarecrow?
Fireball.
How come you don't have a heart but you have a fire extinguisher?
You always gotta be prepared.
Eventually, the group of travelers finally found Progress City and managed to talk their way into the front gate and meet the Great Wizard of Progress. He was a frightening wizard, but he did promise to grant their requests if they prove themselves worthy.
You must travel to Boyertown, Pennsylvania and visit 4 new directors of nonprofit organizations and find out what progress they have planned.
Who are these directors you speak of?
They are in no particular order. Denise Pulgino Stout of the Boyertown Community Library, Ellen Marginetti of the Building a Better Boyertown, Jocelyn Charles of the Boyertown Area MultiService Inc., and Amy Mazupapa for the Foundation for Boyertown Education. And while you're at it, also bring back the Wicked Witch of Swiffer. Now be gone with you all!
So the weary travelers somehow managed to find the Boyertown that the wizard spoke of. To help speed up their mission and make the editing of this video easier, the group split up to find the directors of the organizations.
I have a need to meet with your director, Miss Denise Plugino Stout.
Okay, follow me this way.
Excuse me, miss. I've been sent by the Wizard of Progress to come and meet you and learn about your fine organization. Can you spare some time?
Sure, come on in and find a seat.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm from a cornfield on the outskirts of Emerald City. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from southwestern Pennsylvania, and I moved here in the 1990s, but I've only been here at this library since August of 2021.
What other organizations have you worked at?
I have worked at several libraries, some in Montgomery County, some in Chester County.
What are your plans for this fine library?
Well, at this library, we have lots of plans, including doing some remodeling. We're going to start working on the children's department first, and then we're going to work on the second floor to expand our meeting room.
Do you think you could give me a tour?
I'd be happy to. This is the main section of the library. This is where adults enjoy things. Behind you is the young adult section. This is the area for teens. To your right is the section where adults can go on the computer if they don't have access to internet at home. To my left is the circulation area. This is where people check in and check out books, and my great staff works here. Across from the computers is the fiction and nonfiction books for adults. Why don't we go see the children's department next? And this is the children's library. We have easy picture books and books for older children. We have computers for children to play on. We have lots of toys for kids to play with. And we have nonfiction books. That's an excellent place to do research.
I wish I could do research, but I don't have a brain.
Nonsense. Everyone has a brain. Some people just need to exercise theirs more than others. And you've come to the right place for that. Spend some time with these books and you'll find out just how big of a brain you have.
You're right. I'm feeling smarter already. The sum of the square of the legs of a right triangle is equal to the square of the hypotenuse.
See, what did I tell you? I'm so glad you came today, Scarecrow.
Hello, ma'am. I've come to meet Jocelyn Charles, the director of your facility.
I'll take you to her office right this way. There is a Tin Man here to see you.
Okay. Hello, Miss Charles. I'm a lumberjack that has come from a far distance to find out about you and your organization. Do you have some time to talk?
Sure. Have a seat.
Where are you from, and how long have you been with this organization?
Well, I was born and raised in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, and I've been with MultiService now for 3 years.
What made you want to do this type of work?
I always wanted to be in a job where I could work with people and see them as people, not as a number, as a consumer, or as a patron, but actually as a human being.
What do you enjoy most about your job?
I would have to say that every day is not the same. It is always something different, so it is quite impossible to get bored with this job.
What services do you provide here?
Well, since we have 2 buildings, we have quite a wide array of services that we offer. So here in our Boyertown location, we have our senior center, we have Meals on Wheels, we have our Preston's Food Pantry, and we offer case management services. In our Pottstown location, the Ricketts Center, we offer youth services, we have a fitness center, we also have evening programs for those who want to enjoy karate or dance classes and family boot camps. We also offer homeless shower and laundry program there twice a week.
What are your plans for the multi-service?
Well, my main plan for MultiService is to continue on the great work that they've already been doing, to just try to expand on that the best we can. From the beginning of this organization, it has grown leaps and bounds and continues to grow. So right now, the main task is to make sure we are physically growing with the services that we're growing, which may mean trying to find more space for us to operate at the top capacity that we can.
Do you think you can give me a tour?
Of course. Let's go. So here we have our classroom fitness center as part of our senior center. So classes come up here, they can do yoga, they do all types of exercises. It's really to help keep our seniors mobile. And here we have one of our activity rooms. In here they play cards, they can do shuffleboard, they can play pool. It's really a room to come in and just commune and play games. And here we have our craft room. So we have different products and crafts that seniors can come and take part of. They do it in this room. Then also can step outside here to our library area for a little piece. They can either read books, read magazines, or just have quiet time over in this area. And this is our senior center. Here we do meals, we do lunch every day. They have meetings in here, they hold games, they have a lot of activities going on down here. And even right now they're preparing for a dance tonight. And here we have our food pantry, Preston's Pantry. Here we actually service food 5 days out of the week. We give it to whoever is in need of food and service them and allow them to actually pick the items that they want and give them full groceries each week. Well, thanks for stopping by, Tin Man. It was a pleasure showing you around.
The pleasure is all mine. In fact, I would like to sign up to volunteer. I could help deliver meals and help with the senior center and even collect food for the food pantry. Whatever you need, I'll help with it.
Oh, what a big heart you have, Tin Man.
Do you mean that? I didn't think I had a heart.
Anyone willing to spend that much of their time for others has a big heart.
Well, thank you. I think I'm gonna cry.
You might need this then.
Is something wrong?
School's always scared me because I have no courage.
Well, part of my job is to make school not scary and a fun place to be. My name is Amy Muzzapapa, and I'm with the Foundation for Boyertown Education.
You're the person I've come to see.
Well then, why don't you come with me, and I'll tell you all about the wonderful things the Foundation for Boyertown Education is doing for the Boyertown Area School District. And I promise you have nothing to be afraid of.
Okay, I'm feeling braver already. So how long have you been in this position and what experience do you bring to this job?
So I've been in my position a little less than a year, but I've been in the nonprofit world for about 25 years. I really enjoy being connected to my community, and I feel like serving in a nonprofit position helps me achieve that.
What made you want to do this type of work?
So I have grown to really love the Boyertown community, and now that my children are school age, I wanted to be more involved in their education.
What do you enjoy most about your job?
I love being able to foster creativity and take ideas that the teachers or students have and help them design grants for innovative ideas and programs.
What goals do you have for the organization?
Well, I want to continue to share the good news of what our foundation is providing to our students in the Boyertown area. We are almost at the $1 million mark, so I hope to be celebrating the $2 million mark at some point, maybe in another 5 or 10 years. Let me show you some of the projects the foundation has funded for the school district. Here we have students learning to grow their own food in the classroom. If gardening isn't your thing, we have Google Expeditions. Now you can go anywhere, anytime, and visit places you've always wanted to visit. We've got welding equipment, if you're into the technology. We've got robotics. We've got makerspace for all kinds of creative design. And we even support the telecommunications department by purchasing cameras and lenses.
You know what? With opportunities like this, school sounds great.
Well, we believe strong schools strengthen communities.
Well, I'm feeling pretty strong and brave right now.
Would you like to see some of the programs we've funded at the high school?
Sure.
Let's go.
My name is Dorothy Gale. I'm on a very important mission for the Wizard of Progress. I need to meet the manager of Building a Better Boyertown.
Hi, Dorothy. My name is Ellen Martinetti, and I'm the Main Street Manager of Building a Better Boyertown. What can I do for you today?
Well, to start, I need to know how long you've been here and what things you have planned for your organization.
Well, in that case, we better go sit down.
So, are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Well, Dorothy, I'm not a witch at all. I am the manager of Building a Better Boyertown, and here in our office we have 2 other staff members besides myself, and we are here to promote Boyertown and the economic vitality of our community, promoting our small businesses, restaurants, and our special attractions in town.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this since June of 2022, but before that, I volunteered for Building a Better Boyertown for about 10 years.
I'm from Kansas. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Pleasantville, New York, but I've been living in Boyertown for the past 28 years.
What types of things does your organization do?
Well, we really try to focus on promoting our small businesses and having a place for our residents and visitors to come and visit. We have many wonderful attractions in town, and we have many special events that we do throughout the year that bring people in town that are free and fun events for residents and visitors alike. We have plans to develop and implement a Secret Valley Trail that will connect to the Schuylkill River Trail in the future, as well as greening up some spaces in our borough and some little mini pocket parks in town.
Do you partner with any other organizations?
Yes, actually we've been trying to do that this year. We've been doing story walks with our library during the winter time within our retail businesses. We're partnering with several of our museums through some of our events that we're having throughout town this coming year. And we do partner with the Berksmont Business Association as well.
Well, this sounds like a very great place to live.
It really is, Dorothy. You should go out and explore the town.
I think I will. Let's go, Toto.
You're out of the dark, you're out of the night. Step into the sun, step into the light. Keep straight ahead for the most glorious place on the face of the earth or the sky. Hold on to your breath, hold on to your heart, hold on to your home. March up to that gate and bid it open. You're out of the woods, you're out of the dark, you're out of the night. Step into the sun, step into the light, march up to the gate and bid it. Open, open.
Oh my, it's snowing. Scarecrow, Tin Man, Lion, how did you know I'd be here?
Glinda told us where you were. Oh, Dorothy, we don't need to see the wizard anymore. I went to the library and they told me I do have a brain. I just need to exercise it.
And the director of the MultiService showed me that I have a heart, and it's very big.
And I found out that if I have the courage to go to school, I have the courage to do anything.
Well, that's great, but what about me? Boyertown is great, but I still haven't found a way to get back to Kansas.
Did you say Kansas? This train is going to Kansas.
Do you mean it?
Sure, just hop on.
Does this mean you're not gonna pour water on me and steal my Swiffer?
No, not at all. In fact, you can have these. They belong to you more than me anyway.
You know what, kid? You're all right.
All aboard!
Bye, Dorothy.
We'll miss you.
Oh, Toto, I had the strangest dream. There's no place like home.
There is no place like Boyertown, right? I just wanted to share, we have one more thing to do before we leave tonight, is the 50-50 drawing. But I also wanted to share the thoughts of, if you've been here before, Greg usually shares a story. I'm not that creative, don't want to steal his thunder. But Greg did receive an email from Charles Haddad, who is usually here and couldn't be with us this evening. So he just wanted to state that he was sorry that he could not be here. He knows sometimes someone's absence from an event is more noted than one's presence. That is his situation for tonight, and he wanted to be here to proudly state that he is a member of the Boyertown High School class of 54. And he did put a PS on there, which, if you know Charles, the class of 54 still meets for breakfast monthly. So kudos to him and his classmates.
$200 is the winnings?
There is $200 here for the winner of the 50-50. And just to, again, acknowledge the 50-50 proceeds, the Chamber's side of the 50-50 drawing, we renamed our Boyertown Scholarship that we have been doing since Jim mentioned the beginning of this event. We've been putting together a scholarship for Boyertown high school students. Last year, we took that scholarship and we renamed it the Richard L. Graver FBLA Scholarship in memory of Rich and, again, another person who had a complete passion for this community. So the recipient of the other $200 is ticket 996611. Anyone? There we go. There we go. Oh, thank you. We do want to thank all of you who did contribute to that. Again, those proceeds will go into a scholarship fund, which enables us to just keep presenting $1,000 scholarships to students who are going through the Boyertown Senior High School FBLA program. The most recent recipient of 2022, her information is on the back of your program. She is studying at Syracuse and is involved in environmental studies. So again, just acknowledgement to her and her continued success that we hope for her. And we had a little piece of getting her started. Just want to recognize our sponsors again for this evening, our platinum sponsors, Community Health and Dental Care and Tompkins, our gold sponsors, the Bodie Borneman Companies and Diamond Credit Union, our silver sponsors, Bally Block Company, Fleetwood Bank, Global Advanced Metals, Herb Real Estate Incorporated, JL Architects, Marathon Capital Advisors, Superior Credit Union. And a huge thank you to all of you. We hope to see you at our next event, which is April 26th. It's our annual dinner. Big night for the Chamber. So hopefully you can join us there as well. But thank you so much for coming out this evening, for your attention, and safe travels home.